Hello everyone, welcome back to the Shonky Lab. I'm Elton, and this week we are changing things up a little bit. As well, not as always, but as sometimes, and sometimes, yeah. When was the last time you was on? I don't know.
Last time I was on, I was talking about dodgy brothels. Talking about when we were talking about booze.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Okay, yeah. Well, last time, talking about dodgy brothels, I had Mr. Lee Metcalf as my guest producer, and he's here again today. Hurrah!
Hello,
mate. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I've got my tea.
Yep.
No dodgy brothel conversations tonight. Evening, Minty. I'm looking at the chat room. I'm seeing people talk.
Excellent. Yes.
Good.
People in the chat room, thank you very much for joining us. For people new to this show, what we do, we have a chat room running live. It's on mixler.com/Rogue2Media, and you can join in the chat room. You can listen live whenever we record these, and you'll find out when we're recording these either via the Twitter, or we have a Facebook group as well. So I normally stick it in there around about 2 minutes before I go live, because I'm useless like that. Instead of leading out during the whole day, it's, yeah, we're going live now. So there we go.
It keeps everyone on their toes, keeps everything fresh.
Yeah, exactly. We get the people that are listening and watching.
Yes.
And ready to fall into action for us.
That's right. It saves you from having, I was going to give you a phobia, but I have no phobia at the moment. I can't find one. I was trying to find one of fear of shocks.
Oh, fear of shocks. Well, yeah, should we explain what we're actually doing today?
Yeah.
Today, I've got Mr. Lee Metcalf to talk about phobias. And later, we will be doing bikes. Now, we're changing things up a little bit around here, because I'd like to get more of these shows out. And I'm struggling to get more of these shows out. I don't know why, but it's sometimes something in my brain says, no, not now. And it's causing me problems. So, what I'm trying to do is change things up a little bit. Now, we're going to go for a set time limit on talking about these subjects. And we're going to have 45 minutes of talking about these subjects.
From now?
No, not from now. No, from when I say go. When I say go. Yeah. I will light the beacons.
Light the torches. Because the hormophobia is a fear of shock. There you go.
Oh, right. Okay. Let's get into this in a minute. Let me explain it. I had a plan and everything, and it's gone straight out the window.
Oh, you knew it was. You knew it would.
So we're going to have our pleasantries. Class this as our pleasantries now. Okay, guys? That's our pleasantries. Then we say go. We got 45 minutes on the clock. When the charming little jingle plays at the very end of that, that's when we stop, wrap things up, and move on to the next subject, which will be the next episode. So that's how it's going to plan. It may work. It may not work. And yeah, it's an experiment. It's, how they say, a shonky lab. So
yeah,
we shall see where we go anyway. So, news for anyone that doesn't know or hasn't listened to the Black Dog yet. I had to break the news to the kids today about the cat.
Oh no.
I had to break the news. There were some tears.
Oh no.
Mostly from me.
Oh, that's not good.
And from the kids and Amanda as well. So yeah, long story short, we got a cat who is 18-ish. We got him rescued, and we think he was around about 1.5, 2 years old when we picked him up. And he's about 18 now, which is pretty good for cat years, I think.
Yeah, very good.
I think that's pretty good. Yeah, he hasn't been run over by a bus or anything like that, so, good thumbs up as far as I'm concerned. But he's got a tumour, and he's not passing his water, and so he's on pills, and he's lost loads of weight, and it's just a bit of a downward spiral. He's an old man. He's the oldest dude in town. And so, it's come to that point. And so me and Amanda knew yesterday, and then we said, okay, right, we'll do it. We'll let them know today. And so we let them know today, and it was a case of, right, I need to do the dishwasher. I'm going to go do the dishwasher. And disappeared, did the dishwasher.
The sound of plates, just the same plate being washed over and over again in the dishwasher.
Yeah, that's
just,
right.
Crash.
These knives are really stubborn. They won't go in the same hole again and again.
Oh, no.
So everything's cool at the moment now. So, yeah, it'll happen. And we're expecting it to happen. Everyone's happy. Everyone's good. So, there's no problems at the moment. But it's just the circle of life. And so, yeah, we're going through that at the moment. So, don't know when it's going to happen. But it's pretty soon. It's going to be pretty soon. So, yeah. It blows and sucks at the same time. But
yes, what
can you do, eh?
Yeah, there's not a lot you can do. I mean, yeah, I had two cats, and they got to the ripe old age of about sort of 15, and they kind of went in quick succession, one after the other, and that was quite tough. So
we heard one on the black dog a couple of times, didn't we?
Oh, Ben, yeah, he used to get involved. He used to jump up on the table and basically sit on the fucking microphone, little git. But yeah, so yeah, black cat and the black dog. Yeah, but there you go. No, let's not talk about sad things and cats.
No, that's another episode, isn't it? Surely.
Sad things. There's definitely sad things. Things that make you man blub. Have you done man blub? Haven't you done a man blub episode?
No, we haven't. No, that was just on the black dog, wasn't it? Oh my god, I did Marley and me. Flipping hell.
You are history's greatest monster.
It turns out I am. Yeah. Wow.
Jesus. Yeah. Why do that? Oh, we've Robbo's jumping in on the old chat, and I think he's had enough of dead animals. He's jumping straight into cyclophobia, fear of bikes and bicycles.
Oh, excellent. That's next episode.
that could be the segue. Not that you would have a Segway, not because those are quite hard to ride, and I don't think they count as bikes.
No, but we all know the story about the owner or the bloke who designed the Segway, don't we?
Go on.
Oh no. Okay, right. I've got to get this correct. Oh, hang on.
Don't tell me the front of his bike fell off and he just sort of thought, "Hang on, I've got a plan," as he went straight over the cliff.
Oh no, I've just gone to the Segway. They're not going to have it on their website. Basically, from what I remember of the story, the designer of the Segway died when he was riding his Segway, and he lost control of it and ended up going over the edge of a cliff.
So I was right.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh my god. Well,
what a way to go, eh?
Yeah. Andy Palacios just put in the Daily Mail link.
Okay.
To the inventor. I'll have a look.
There's always one, isn't there?
Well, yeah, there's always one, isn't there? Yeah, a millionaire Segway tycoon dies in a cliff plunge in one of his own scooters.
Oh, do you know what? That could be a list. People that have been killed by their own inventions.
Oh, that would be funny.
That's right. Okay, chat room, look that up now. We need a list of inventors that have been killed by their own inventions. That would be amazing.
How did Tesla die? Did he stick his fingers in a plug socket? That would have been great.
He probably did. Yeah, probably put his fingers in a coil. What did he did that? Because there's Tesla and Edison.
Yeah.
And I always forget who created the AC and DC, because there's a vast difference.
Yeah, I think it was. I think Tesla did DC, and then it was AC for Edison.
Oh, okay.
Right, he was trying to prove that it wasn't going to kill anyone. It wouldn't be dangerous by electrocuting an elephant.
Because you just have an elephant in the lab, don't you?
No, he actually did a big song and dance about it. Oh, Tesla invented stuff. Edison stole credit. But but that's Andy again. But no, yeah. So he actually killed an elephant with an electric current to the temple.
Wow.
So, there you go. List of inventors killed by their own inventions. There you go.
Now, what do we do? Do we save this for later?
That does. I think you might have to bail on the on the bikes chat, mate, because there's a fucking list here. There's a list.
Okay. All right, then. Well, what we'll do, save that. Andy, keep that in mind. You may have to drop that again later on, and we'll see how we go, and if we decide to do that or bikes.
Yeah. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's also Darwin Awards or lists of entertainers who died during a performance.
Okay, right. Let's get phobias out the way. We need to get that out the way.
Yeah. Is there a phobia for losing track of time?
Okay, right. Well, as I said earlier on, we got 45 minutes to talk about phobias. Now, if people want to phone in, or you can leave comments in the chat room, because we are reading them now, as you can hear. You can use Skype and dial in, and I will muck around with things, and just be patient, because Skype is a fickle character nowadays. It really is fickle. It used to be press a button, you join in. Now it's press a button, let them know that I'm going to call them back, and it's a whole song and dance, which is an absolute ball ache.
Sacrifice a goat, go up onto the roof of a church, desecrated, and shout to the gods.
Turn around, touch the ground.
Yeah. Walk with a shin, that sort of thing. Yeah.
So you're more than welcome to Skype in and join in the fun. I'm saying fun. We haven't started yet. So anyway, right, I've got 45 minutes on the clock. I'm starting it now. No, hang on. I'm starting it now. There we go. Right, it's going.
Right, okay. Right, cool. We're going.
So, phobias.
Okay. So, what phobia do we want to talk about? Our own phobias or just the craziest phobias? Because I'm looking at a list that's about a mile long.
Okay, well, phobia. Let's first, what is a phobia? Because phobias are slightly different than just anything that you're really worried about, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of more than that. What I've got here, it says a phobia is an excessive and irrational fear reaction. If you have a phobia, you may experience a deep sense of dread or panic when you encounter the source of your fear. The fear can be of a certain place, situation, or object. Unlike general anxiety disorders, a phobia is usually connected to something specific.
Yes. Yeah, that sounds about right. I won't question the internet on that one.
Well, it's kind of more than a fear. It's clamming up. Lots of people deal with this in many, many different ways, don't they? So I guess where we start is, what have you got? What kind of phobias have you got then?
Have I got?
Yeah.
Well, blimey, where do we start? Well, firstly, I've got mild claustrophobia, not major, but just the thought of being in enclosed spaces, especially after watching horrible things on TV and the news over the years, and I'm kind of like, oh god, I'd hate to be buried underground, like that kind of thing. And I'm just looking to see if there's a fear of being buried. Is there a fear of being buried?
Yes, no. There is.
Yeah, not just the bloody search on this site. Oh yeah, with a fucking clicking. Anyway, and also a fear of flying. That's my big one.
Yeah,
that is my real biggie. That it terrifies me to my core. And sometimes it can be really bad. If I'm with people, I kind of hold it in, but sometimes I get into sort of like proper clammy hand. No, you can't put me on the plane. I've got to find some other reason. Why can't I be? Can I be somewhere else?
Yeah, and
that's pretty bad. And probably the only other fear I've got is well, I did have, but I'm kind of okay with it now. It used to be fear of the dark.
Oh, that surprises me.
Yeah. It's not so strong now. I mean, it's called aleuchophobia. There you go, fear of darkness.
Right. Okay.
And that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Andy's going. Oh, he gets over the plane thing in business class. Yeah, because he got me. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, so
one tends to happen. Yeah.
Yeah. What tends to happen when you got 5,000 quid's worth of flight attendants all over you? Yeah.
Champagne, sir.
Champagne, sir. Yes, I don't mind if I do. Oh, what? I shall have another grape. Oh, lovely.
Canapé.
Canapé. Yes, I'll have one of those. And yeah, with the darkness one, it was something that was kind of strung up from my imagination, and it just got worse and worse and worse. And then finally, my brother got old enough to start playing pranks on me, and it just made it absolutely impossible. And I couldn't move anywhere around my parents' house without sort of like one light on, one light off, one light on, one light off, and I kind of move around the house. You could tell where I was precisely by which two lights were on around the house. To the point where it actually got to the point where I stopped. My sleep cycle kind of went out the window and everything. So I used to sit up and read until, and that's why I'm a night owl, I think. I used to sit up and read until like 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I just, to the point where I just conk out. But even then the lights would still be on. And, you know, I couldn't lock up or anything when I was older. And I was kind of like, I always had to kind of quickly run up the stairs and leave the lights on in front of where I was going to go. So I knew I was going to like lock up, go up the stairs, turn the lights off for the stairs downstairs, run up the stairs. Yeah, I was a bit of a wuss.
Did you go to sleep with the light on then?
Most of the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Until I was about, I think it was until about 15.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was weird.
You know, I had the same sort of thing.
Yeah?
Really did, yeah. I know exactly where you're coming from. I didn't like the dark. I had the light on. I had the light on until I met Amanda. And it was a case of, right, okay, I really need to grow out of this. That's not cool. That's clearly not cool. And so, yeah, I had to learn how to sleep in the dark. And now, flipping out, if there's a single point of light, it bugs the living crap out of me. And nowadays, where you have standby lights on TVs and skyboxes and phones and other things, it really annoys me. Really does. But yeah, I used to run up the stairs, turning lights off as well. I do that now when I'm scared. So, yeah.
So that's the last few months of the
Borderlands.
Borderlands was good for you.
Yeah. One thing about Borderlands I didn't tell you. I think the week before I mentioned that I had the PlayStation 3 brought down, and it had a massive fan in it, and it just sounded like a 747's in my front room. Yeah. Now, the problem with that, I was watching Borderlands on the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
And you got the noise of the fan just going over everything. So you got to crank up the volume on the TV to hear absolutely anything.
Yeah.
Which just didn't help watching that film at all. There's me pogoing in the middle of the room going, don't like this, don't like this, don't like this.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a fear of babies crying, because that's got to be up there, I think, isn't it?
Google. Here we go.
Well, hold on. See, I've got this list.
Yeah.
I've got this list of a complete list of phobias, and I'm trying to search. That's why when you hear that ting, that's where my bloody my Chrome is kind of going, no, there is nothing in here on this search.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, like the very first one is ablutophobia, which is fear of washing or bathing. Right.
There is a fear of babies crying. It's breathophobia. Breathophobia.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
I don't know how to pronounce stuff. So
this is gonna be how not to pronounce shit. The podcast.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Thank goodness it's not in a foreign language as well, because we'd be all over that place.
Yeah, I know. How about, because I'm looking at some of them now, like barrierphobia, right? What do you think that is? Barrierphobia.
Fear of falling over a barrier.
Not far off. Fear of gravity.
Oh.
It's like, oh shit, I'm so scared. It's holding me to the ground. Why doesn't it let me go? Why won't it let me fly away like I'm supposed to?
Surely that's more of a fear of gravity taking control of absolutely everything in your life.
Well, it kind of does, doesn't it? Otherwise, all your pens and your pants would fly away.
Yeah, but I think it's more Shit, gravity just got really real at the moment.
Yeah, as your fourth beer sinks down and you go to meet the pavement.
Yeah.
It's all gravity's fault. Fucking gravity.
So you have used to have a fear of the dark, yeah?
Yes.
And fear of flying. So how have you dealt with them?
The fear of the dark is kind of a weird one because I mean, you know, I find, you know, you kind of find that with people in the house, you can kind of force yourself through it and it doesn't really matter that much. But when I'm on my own, or if I'm in, like, sometimes I've had to travel for work and go to like hotels and I'm like the only person on my own in the hotel. And that freaks me the fuck out. And when you're in a really crazy fucking hotel, like the one I went to in Amsterdam for that graphics seminar thing.
Yeah.
Then I just don't sleep. I just don't sleep at all. I just go right through the day, go right through the evening until I hit the day, and then maybe sleep on like whatever transport I'm on. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of really hard. I mean, normally for night times now, I'm okay because I can just kind of like, well, the kids are upstairs, Carol's upstairs, I know everything's locked. I've gone around and checked the doors like 15 times. All the curtains are drawn. I'm not seeing any moon faces at the fucking window or anything. You know what I mean? There's nothing, you know, I've blocked everything off. So there's no way anything's in my head to kind of sit there and go, oh, you know, that'll be fine. You know, I just kind of like, and then I kind of switch on my phone. So I've still got a source of light, and then I'm going up the stairs. And Alan Carroll's just gone, I've got a phobia. It's called hippopotamonstrous phobia, which is a fear of long words. Here all week, ladies and gentlemen. And so yeah, for me, as long as I've got a little bit of light, even if it's just my phone,
yeah.
And once I make it to bed, sometimes if I like Carol's out and she's out with her friends and I've gone to bed early, I leave the curtains slightly open, so because then the street light's coming through.
Yeah,
and that's fine. But it's like when it's completely like pitch black, and that's why I hate doing like forest holidays and shit like that, because when you're looking out straight out, it's also the same reason why I don't swim out deep in water, even though I like swimming underwater.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like the fact that there could be something a foot away from me looking straight at me.
That's a good one. That's a real good one. Yeah, because I have that thing of either seaweed. You'd be walking out into the sea and, oh my God, what just touched my leg? And
yeah,
you have that, and I get a real panic on.
Yeah.
Last time I went to Spain with the kids, and we saw these tiny little fishes swimming around in the sea. Now, fishes live in the sea. It's full of fish and other things as well. And so we're entering their domain. But for me, it's, no, you don't need to come this close to the shore. You know, you guys stay out there. There's millions of miles out there for you to dive in. And, you know, you don't need to be around my feet. Why are you around my feet? And I think one year Kimmy got a cut on her leg and the fish were attracted to it. And they were just nibbling. Yeah. They were nibbling on her toes and nibbling on her legs, and it scared the bejesus out of her. And she refused to go back into the water. And I saw this, I'm going out for a swim. And certain things, I saw fish around me and were like, no, I think I'm coming back out now. It's just creepy. And if you don't want to be scared of that stuff, don't wear goggles. You know, you think, oh, I'll just go swimming out. And when a fish just wanders across your face, you're like, oh, no, thank you.
See, I don't mind fish if I'm sort of on their level. I mean, Andy Plastides in the chat has just said it might be Odin phobia, which is a fear of nothingness. I'm not in, the goggles, they do nothing. But but the thing is, like, I mean, I've swam at the Great Barrier Reef, humble brag, and I've seen sharks while in the water, and not big like great whites. They're like back tips, so they're only like a couple of meters.
Yeah.
And swimming with them, it still doesn't bother me. It's when you sort of like you get to the edge of the Great Barrier Reef and literally it drops off, and you see there's like a 400, 500 foot drop where the light just drops off,
and
it's like, what's down there? Now, if I looked down there and it was all bright white and lovely and shiny, and there was a big fucking 20-foot wide octopus with glaring eyes, I mean, it would disturb me, but it wouldn't shit me up.
Yeah.
It would just, oh, that's another thing. But if that self-same octopus is down there and I can't see it, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you're down there for a reason. You are hiding. Why are you hiding?
Well, they could be looking up going, hello, can you not see me? And yeah, oh, it's just, I think it is that fear that Andy put on there, the fear of nothingness. That is, yeah, it's just a bottomless void, isn't it?
Yeah, the fear of the abyss. I mean, in some ways, maybe, but then the fact is that it's always accompanied by the fact that you're being watched from the nothingness. Is that weird existential dread? I mean, it is that whole thing. I mean, I'm sure I've said it before, but you know, when you know go on a holiday and there's no light, and it's like you kind of wandering about, you're in unsure territory, and like I say, you're just looking out of the tent, and like about a foot in front of you, where the light just suddenly stops, and it's like, so you only need to be like another foot away from that light. What is standing there? You know, and your brain just does a backflip. And like I say, I think, like going back to my brother, he used to capitalize on this, because I don't know if you remember, but back in the sort of, well, you probably weren't even born, but in the very, very late 70s, early 80s, kids would go around with these glasses, like big sort of like big old aviators, plastic aviators, which had little tiny light bulbs right in the middle of the lens that you could trigger you can get them from joke shops. Right. And it's like, that was fine because they looked silly. You know, you'd have all these lights going off in your, you know, around your eyes. Except my brother would sort of wait at the very top or the very bottom of the stairwell with all the lights off and then blink them on. And as soon as he blinked them on, you know, what you've suddenly got is two little red dots suddenly appear right in front of you. And it's like, fucking hell, what's that? Well, obviously I wasn't saying fucking hell. I mean, I was only like,
no, but that would properly mess with you, wouldn't it? Yeah,
it's like, and the same goes with another thing he used to do, which is my mum, and I'm sure I said this on Black Dog before, but my mum used to have like a polystyrene head because she always wanted to be a hairdresser, so she used to.
Oh, okay, right.
No, not. She didn't just have this polystyrene head about. She wasn't like fucking Hannibal Lecter.
And this is your mother. You will love her and care for her.
Kiss the head. Say goodnight to the head. But no, what she had was one of these polystyrene heads where you could rest a wig on it. My mum always loved sort of playing around with sort of hair dressing and stuff, so she would practice on these wigs. And so she had a couple of them. And it was, again, another one of these very 70s things. My brother would get hold of one of them, go around with a torch and shine it up. So there's this white phobia, the white sort of featureless face just floating in the darkness.
Right, okay.
Little git.
Ooh. Lucky Minty has put something in the chat. Hang on, I've got to lean over. It's, it's another long word. It's,
Should we do it? Try it together, Elton. Should we hold hands and try it together?
Okay, I'm going to say thalassosphobia. No, that's not right. Thalassophobia.
Thalassophobia?
Yeah, the
fear of the sea. Yeah, go on.
Go on. You go for it. You're better than me.
Go on.
Fear of the sea, or fear of being in the ocean.
That's probably the closest to my biggest fear, being on a boat in the middle of the sea and not seeing any land.
Oh, no, I wouldn't mind that.
Really?
Yeah, only for like an hour or so, but I think I'd like that.
Just play a bit of Albatross by Fleetwood Mac on your boombox and just
Yeah.
just. Oh, Steve Bob's trying the same gag as Alan Carroll on the chat now. Sesquipedalophobia, fear of long words.
I looked up fear of darkness, and it's nectophobia.
Nectophobia. Now that sounds like the title of a really shit B movie, straight to video horror movie, doesn't it?
There's phobophobia, which is a fear of fears.
How do you get that, and how do you deal with it?
Well, it's like Inception, isn't it?
It's fearception.
And what else do we have that was relevant? Well, I've got a list of phobias here as well. There's theophobia, a fear of God. Now, it causes an irrational fear of God or religion. Okay.
See, this is where it gets a bit strange because all the stuff we've been talking about so far is like, sort of fears, but I don't think anything stops us. So does it mean that that's not really a phobia?
What, even though that you got a phobia of getting on planes, you still get on planes?
Yeah. I mean, because I'm looking at the thing that Andy sent up, which is a phobia wiki, and it says that you have sort of anxiety and fear of specific phobias and that trigger panic attacks and stuff like that. People who suffer from specific phobias try to avoid the entity they fear.
So the people that are fearful of open spaces, they coop themselves up day in, day out, never see the light of day or never see a wide open field. That kind of phobia. I suppose when I think of phobias, that is the kind of cliche one I think of anyway.
Yeah. I mean, so I'm just wondering whether or not what we've got counts as phobias or whether or not it's just a kind of mild fear of something. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm reading this phobia wiki and it just looks like something that these phobias would actually cripple people. And I'm suddenly thinking, well, if that's the case, what about, olfactory phobia, which is a fear of smells? How the fuck do you deal with that? You just go around holding your breath.
It's just a person with a peg on his nose, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just someone going around. Yeah, it's someone going around going, no. Going around throwing shaken back everywhere.
Okay, I've got Andy that wants to come on. Hang on a second. I'm going to add him to the call. Let's see if this works. There we go.
There you go. Did I vanish for a second?
No. Use there.
Okay, cool.
Am I here? Can you hear me?
Oh, hello.
Unfortunately, yes, you are.
Oh, well, screw the pair of you. My phobia of sarcastic podcast hosts.
Oh, well, you're well served.
I know. I'm actually doing aversion therapy. That's why I'm here. Oh, how I've missed this.
No, you haven't.
No, I really haven't.
Just before anyone goes on, in the chat, Doreen Kelly said that she's terrified of the Channel Tunnel. So I don't know if that's just claustrophobia or a specific tunnel phobia.
Could be a fear of going to France.
Yeah, it could be fear of French people, which is understandable. I don't know if that's a phobia or just a survival instinct. And then Alan Carroll said that he had Syphiophobia, which is a fear of jellyfish because they freak him out.
Oh, okay.
Well, is that really a phobia, though? Because jellyfish, I think that's a healthy fear to have because they will fuck you up.
Well, only some jellyfish will. Not all jellyfish.
Well, true, but, call me a bigoted, anti-jellyfish person here, but I'm just going to give them all a wide berth.
Assume.
You're a jellyfishist.
Yeah, I'm a jellyist.
You're a jellyist. Jeez.
Yeah, that's the word we've invented.
Right, Lee, you got to look for fear of tunnels then.
Fear of tunnels. Okay, you Andy, you talk. I'll look for fear.
I will talk. So I was just calling firstly to address do these count as phobias even if you do them? Mm-hmm. My understanding of the definition of a phobia is it's an irrational fear. It is you are scared of something without good reason to be scared of it. Like a fear of flying. While I totally get that, what you really want to be scared of is suddenly not flying. And myself, claustrophobia. There's nothing wrong with being in a confined space. It's if that confined space suddenly got smaller. But those are what it is. So it's the irrational fears. It's I suppose logically knowing nothing bad will happen and still being convinced it will happen. So for my sins, I'm claustrophobic. But living in London and having to interact with the underground and tubes, I have managed to somewhat train myself to deal with it okay. But I do still occasionally get attacks, panic attacks, whatever you want to call it, of I cannot be here anymore. Yeah. And slightly unfortunate on my part is my girlfriend, Amber, loves going into caves. She loves going to caves and everything like this. So
nice.
I have been dragged into numerous beautiful, beautiful cave places around in California and all this, these deep ones that have opened up and all this, which for me is absolutely terrifying. But, I managed to grit my teeth and usually try and break her hand as we walk through this one. But I did have an instance a few years ago where I was just in a room and we'd been filming and there was lots of lights. It was hot. It was unpleasant. There was lots of people in there. And I'd been in and out of that room for about a week. And all of a sudden I was just like, nope, I cannot be in this room anymore. Had to run out of it. And I couldn't go back into that room since then.
Wow.
So yeah, that was not fun. Not a fun experience.
I love the people that go into caves and go potholing, etc., and wear the hard hats. Yeah, I'm not being funny, but if the cave wants to eat you, it will eat you, and that hat is not stopping anything.
Yeah. It's just there to give you a false sense of security as the 20,000 million tons of rubble just collapse around your head.
Yeah, just
you think
spread you.
At least my head is in one piece as your entire body is squished into a small fine paste. But just to address the name of the tunnel phobia, which Lucky Minty is also sharing. Guess what? It's got a really complex name.
Really? That surprises me.
Yeah. Guess what it is? Go on, take a guess.
Tunnelphobia.
No, it's just tunnel phobia.
Oh, Jesus.
That's it. Tunnel phobia is an anxiety of tunnels or long tunnels or irrational fears that people will get on tunnels or tunnel routes, with the discomfort part of passing through tunnels, not unlike claustrophobia, for fear of the tunnel collapsing or fear of large amounts of body of mass above someone's head. Right. Also, it also ties up to one which is a bit more technical, which is trypopophobia, which is a fear of holes.
Oh no, I've heard of this one, and this isn't officially recognized as a phobia, although I absolutely understand. Because have you ever typed it into Google? Because if you type that into Google and do an image search, I guarantee the image search will make you uncomfortable.
Yeah, because it says trypopophobia, fear objects with holes or small holes. It's not considered an official phobia, though thousands of people are reported to suffer from it. According to research, trypopophobics associate holes with danger. For example, feared objects such as honeycombs, sponges, and any plants with small holes in it. Symptoms of trypopophobia range from nausea to itchy skin to full-blown panic attacks. And now I'm going to do a Google search image search.
Now,
in the interest of science.
In the interest of fuck off. Oh, no.
Yeah.
I think we may be going down one where I don't like. Now, I haven't got a fear of holes, but there's a lot of photoshopped pictures of ladies with the lotus flower instead of the nipple.
Yes, that's what I'm looking at now. That's just wrong.
Abort.
Now, Slanesh watch. It's all coming back to me.
That is a scary thing, and I refuse to look at that. That is horrible.
Oh.
Yeah, that's messed up.
No, that's just wrong. That's just so wrong on so many levels. It's just not even. When they take the lotus flower and then they just color the seeds inside so it's actually white, so it looks like eyes. Just no. Sick human beings. What is that all? No, fuck it. I'm closing that off. That's just okay. I've got trypopophobia. That's it. I've gained a new one.
There we go. Oh, there's one for nowadays. Xenophobia, the fear of the unknown. Wow.
Oh, there you go. Because, yeah, there you go. That's
kind of 2017's thing, really, isn't it?
No, I think that might be presiphobia, which is a fear of a president. I'm not even lying. That is literally listed here.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Isn't there another one like that, which is, oh god, I'm going to find it now. Yeah, there's the papaphobia, which is a fear of the Pope.
Bathophobia, the fear of the depths.
Ooh,
can
be
anything associated with depths, lakes, tunnels, or caves.
Oh, blimey. Look at this. See, it may turn out that actually Sarah, Lucky Minty, and Doreen actually have multiple things. So we're doing a service here.
I've got one for you here, Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Duotophobia, which is a fear of Mondays.
Yeah. Do they have one for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday as well?
No, but they do have one here for 7 p.m., 5 p.m., 4 p.m., 6 p.m., 10 p.m., 3 p.m., 2 p.m., and 1 p.m.
Do they have one for Tuesday, 9 p.m.?
I don't see that one. Oh wait, yeah, it's right there. It's black dogophobia.
Yeah, there you go.
Although it could be a subset of detractophobia, which is a fear of mismanagement.
Oh god, that's interesting.
Here's one that I may have. Disposophobia.
Yeah.
The fear of getting rid of stuff triggers extreme hoarding.
Ooh, nice.
Now that
surely that's just finding a way to excuse hoarding.
Kind of, yeah, but there's people that actually bag up their poo and just leave it there because they can't get rid of it.
Yeah,
I'm not at that stage yet. I'm looking forward to that stage though.
I like you added the yet at the end of that.
Yeah,
it's just like we know where this is going.
Oh, it's totally happening, man. It will. I will find a way.
On the chat, by the way, Jack Woodgate said that he has one which is sour milk, which is repulsive. He can't stand being in the same room as a bottle of sour milk, and someone even showed him a photo of a glass of sour milk on her phone, and his eyes immediately started streaming and he went off to be sick. So I've looked it up, and it's asophobia, which is a fear of sour milk.
Oh, wow. And that's triggered over a picture.
Yeah. So there you go. There you go, Jack. You've got asophobia, my friend.
Here's a very specific one. Ecelepophiliophobia.
Right.
Which is a fear of the sun vanishing. Which I don't think is really a phobia, because I have to imagine if the sun was to vanish, that would be a legitimate concern.
But isn't that just called night?
No, it specifically says vanishing.
Vanishing.
Like it just suddenly poof. It's like some supervillain's made it go away.
Nice. Nice. Well, that's that's kind of almost the plot to The Wicker Man, isn't it?
Possibly.
So what are some of the crazy ones that we find ridiculous on here?
There's a geniophobia, which is a fear of chins.
Okay.
Must be huge fans of Bruce Campbell films.
Yeah. They hated the whole Bruce Forsyth run of Strictly Come Dancing. Couldn't look at it. Can I just see some of these? I just don't see how people can even exist or work with them. I mean, it's like there's umphalophobia. There you go. Which is the fear of the navel or images of the belly button.
I can get that because people have fears of feet as well, don't they?
But can I just point out probably the elephant in the room here, insofar as everyone's got a belly button. do you just get up in the morning and just put your hand over it? But then you'd be scared to put your hand over it, so you just not look at it? Do you not have any mirrors in the house?
Maybe it's always duct taped over.
Yeah. Or do you do like I do, which is basically eat so much that it basically rolls over to point south towards your feet, and you just think, oh, there you go, see, job done. No one can see my navel now, not even me, unless I have unless I have a series of mirrors.
Or maybe it's the people that are grown in Petri dishes that they don't have belly buttons at all.
Well, yeah, exactly. Maybe they're clones. But then they have them on the back of the neck or something, won't they?
Yeah, they would. You'd have to have a belly button somewhere. Would that be a belly button on your neck?
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be on your belly, would it?
No, then it wouldn't be a belly button.
But you'd recognise it as a belly button, though, wouldn't you?
It'd be a necky button.
Oh, I've noticed another one that I may have on here as well. Then
go on in.
Hang on, here we go. Globophobia, the fear of balloons.
Balloons.
Right now, if you get children with balloons, and I've had that many times with parties that I host around my house.
Do you want to be announcing this on each admissible podcast?
I can hear Operation U-Tree starting their engines right now. No,
I was going to say, yeah, they're coming down in their special cars that go now then. No,
it's when kids have balloons and it's that squeaky thing. You know when people make balloon animals and you get that squeak from a balloon, and it's that fear of it's gonna pop. I can deal with a balloon popping, but I don't like the fact that I don't know when that balloon will pop.
So there's kind of anticipation.
Yeah, but of the balloon. And it's just all the weird noises that they can make when they're played around with. It's just, go away.
That's called phonophobia, also known as lygrophobia or sonophobia, which is a fear or aversion to loud noises and tension and sudden noises.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It can also mean fear of voices or fear of one's own voice. So you're kind of low on the spectrum on that one, mate.
Yeah, fair play.
Yeah, it wouldn't work for a podcast, definitely.
No, it wouldn't. But yeah, Lucky Minty just said on the chat, she said the weird one that she doesn't understand is the fear of numbers. And it's like,
I'm terrified to look at my bank balance. Does that count?
Well, yeah, I was going to say, I shit myself every time I put my card over the counter and think, please go through, please go through, please go through, please go through.
And they found out this fear of numbers when they were sat down watching Sesame Street, and that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 song came on. And it's just, oh my God.
Yeah, it's called numerophobia, also known as arithmophobia or arithmophobia. No, it's just called it's just someone spelled it wrong. Yeah. So it's arithmophobia or numerophobia, which is actually one of the more common phobias in the world, especially when related to specific numbers such as 7 or 13.
Fear of frogs.
What?
Yeah, the Frog Stomper would love this. Fear of frogs. Ranidaphobia.
Ranidaphobia?
Yeah, ranidaphobia.
Wasn't he the bad guy in wasn't he the bad guy in like Spider-Man?
I think he plays bass in the Stone Roses.
Yeah. Or anatodophobia. That's a good one. Which is the fear that somewhere, somehow, a duck is watching you.
So you see, one of the most disturbing things about some of these phobias that I'm hearing, is phobias are by definition it's a mental characteristic. It's an irrational thing. It's something in your wiring. But for every phobia, there is a philia.
Sorry?
For every phobia, so if there's someone out there who is terrified of flying, there is someone out there who gets off on flying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
So I'm saying somewhere out there is someone who really gets off on the thought that somewhere out there is a duck watching you.
Wow. You got
just a little something for you to have percolating around in the old grey cells later on.
Wow.
I love ducks.
Yeah.
No. I love the ducks to watch.
Yeah. The ducks can watch me. Yeah. Just imagine just lining up breadcrumbs along your window just to get the ducks to even look in your general direction.
Yeah. So emetophobia.
It don't make sense. All I'm saying is that was what I heard.
So emetophobia is a fear of vomiting and the fear of loss of self-control. So there's a philia of absolutely wanting someone to vomit.
Well, that's kind of the hard end of the BDSM thing, isn't it? Of being sort of strapped up and losing your control and having someone just, boss you about and all that kind of stuff. It's that kind of thing, isn't it? So it's that makes sense. It's kind of, oh, I'm going to be sick. Well, go on in. I'm telling you to be sick. Now you cannot be sick, and they're getting off on being bossed about.
Yeah.
So I can understand that. Hold on. Alan Wilby's put gynophobia, which is a fear of women, and he's scared of his wife, so he qualifies.
I wonder if she's listening to this.
Well, yeah. In which case, hello, Mrs. Wilby. The divorce papers will be served as per your request. Yeah, Jack Woodgate said that there's another one which I looked up while you guys were talking, which is a fear of anuses.
Okay.
Right, and he asked the rather pertinent question, which is, how do people wipe their asses if they have this fear? And I think it's called rectophobia. Rectum, damn it, killed them. But it's I only did it just to get that gag in. But rectophobia apparently.
Wow.
So scared of your own arse.
So,
how about that?
What are they worried about? It biting them or something? Or is it just looking at other people's rectums?
I don't know. Maybe they've got a collection. Maybe they just go to goatsy websites and get scared. I don't know.
So, okay, what about films? Have they taught you about phobias? Have you been seen anything on films and gone, oh, okay, don't like that?
I know I'm terrified of Michael Bay.
Well, to be quite honest, the one that immediately springs to mind, because I saw it at the cinema twice and I do enjoy it, but it suddenly brought up a phobia that I didn't actually know that I had to start with. I say a phobia, but I can usually get around it. But it's the film Arachnophobia.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
With
John Goodman, isn't it?
And Bill Pullman. And it's actually a great film, but it has a showdown between Bill Pullman and a tarantula, which is frankly the size of a dog. And it just has some really full-on imagery, which even to this day I've never got over. Where there's a bit where someone's been killed by one of the tiny spiders, and the police are just sort of mooching around the house, and one of the policemen gets like a box of Frosties out of the cupboard. He's just sort of wandering around the house and he's just munching out of these Frosties while everyone's looking around. And it's like, oh man, that's just wrong, but it's played for laughs. And as he does that, he's eating these Frosties and then he puts his hand in and he lifts the Frosties out and the fucking spider's right on the middle of the Frosties. And Frosties. And it's dead. But even though the fact it's dead makes it even worse because he was about to eat a deadly spider. And it's just like, fucking hell. And the showdown with Bill Pullman and this horrible sort of mother spider thing. There's this shot where as it's crawling up his leg, he's lying on the floor and he's crawling towards him and it's actually being malevolent. It's going to kill him, up close. It's kind of crawling up him. And every time it crawls up him, it starts to move towards him and he's reaching for this flamethrower thing. It keeps coming back to look at the spider and it's just like, I just always get this vision of this one frame of all the spider eyes just in this one big sort of shot, and it's just staring at him. I just like,
you can see the flame flickering in the eyes, can't you?
That's right. I tell you what, like I say, normally I was perfectly okay with spiders. I mean, I don't like holding them or anything. It's not a phobia. It's just as a sort of like a mild revulsion. But but if there's a spider in the house, I'm not going to go kill it with fire, burn the house down. And by the end of that film, I was going to just fucking hell. I was just going to burn the entire house down because I saw a money spider on the roof of the car. It's like, die, you bastards! You eight-legged bastard! You're gonna kill us all,
Yeah, we're into our last minute now because the buzzer is going to go off very, very soon.
Is it?
Yeah, Temple of Doom.
I have a terrible fear of buzzers.
Well, good luck because you're going to be hit by one very, very soon. That scene in Temple of Doom with the lady and all the insects crawling all over her as she's reaching for the lever in the hole. That did it for me.
Yikes, that's bad. I was gonna try and find a really naff one. Oh god, there's epistimophobia. How about that? Do you know what that one is? Epistimophobia. It's a fear of knowing stuff. It's a fear of knowledge.
Oh wow.
So I think we as a race are kind of moving away from that.
Yeah, I was going to say. I think. Yeah, there's whole heads of state who've got that, haven't they?
Yeah.
There's also plenophobia, which is a fear of car washers.
There we go. There we go. The buzzer is now going off. So that means, hang on, let me press stop.
It means it's time for Elton to get up. He's got to wake up now. Wake up, Elton. Wake up.
There we go. So I'm afraid that is all we're going to be speaking about phobias for. So that is it. The subject is done.
Oh, no.
We may revisit at another time later on, but tonight, phobias is done.
Hey.
This is the way it works now.
Wow. That's pretty cool. Well, I didn't even get...
No more phobia talk. That's it. No.
Are you afraid there's no more phobia talk, Elton?
Stop it.
Shame. I was going to say about canophobia, which is a fear of something new.
There's a format, goddammit. We've got to stick to the format. It's brand new. We've got to stick to the format now. So, okay. Well, so that was phobias, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that works for everyone. I'm hoping that the next one, I don't know what the next episode will be. It might be bikes. It might be inventors that killed themselves. So we'll have a little discussion with the chat room and decide what they want to hear. Because I think we leave it up to the chat room to sort that one out. But in the meantime, thank you for everyone who's downloaded this, listened to this, shared it, liked it, pushed it around on the internet for us. Lee, where can everyone find you?
Down the docks, 20 quid. No, on the Black Dog Podcast, which is blackdogpodcast.com, iTunes, and in all good bookshops and some shit ones too.
Good man. And Andy, where can they find you on the internet as well?
Oh, on the internet, they can usually find me in your room when the lights go off. But as for on the internet, I like to watch. Yeah.
Andyphilia as well. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. You can find me on what do we do now? It's the Grand Prix podcast, and for one more episode of the Band of Brothers podcast, because we have one more to do.
That's correct.
And then it's done, finished. No more.
Yeah.
Oh, a little tear.
And that's it. Nowhere else.
Good man. Okay, well, you can find me on the Black Dog Podcast, Grand Prix Podcast, and the Band of Brothers Podcast, and Chunky Lab, which you're listening to now. I would recommend everyone go download all of them shows because they're excellent. Also, Hypnagoria as well. Are there any others that we really need to push out? LSG Media as well. I quite like all that sort of stuff. So go over there. Check out Jim Moon's stuff. Danny Davies, he's got lots of stuff on the internet. He's doing lots of awesome drawings, and he completed Inktober as well.
He's on Instagram.
Can I just compliment the pair of you for your Inktober stuff, especially you, Lee? Because holy shit balls, man!
Yeah.
Thank you. But we all take the credit. can't run roughshod over Elton on his own podcast.
No. Elton stuff was fantastic as well. But, and I mean this with all respect, you just knocked it out of the fucking park, mate. So, gold clap.
Thank you.
No, I totally agree. Well done. So, okay, right, we'll leave this one. If you are listening to this, you've enjoyed it, please share it, like it, and do all that sort of stuff. We have a Facebook group, which is facebook.com/groups/ShonkyLab, and you can join in all the fun there and put up topics if you want topics for us to go through this new format, see how long this format actually lasts for. You can stick them all up there. I know we've got Patreon, we've got a little PayPal donate button on the Rogue 2 site as well, so if you want to pop along there and help us out, buy us a coffee, you never know, it keeps things ticking over. It's all right. I'm not going to be disappointed if you don't, but it's fine. Lots of lovely people have helped us out at the moment, so all thumbs up to everyone that's done that for us, so thank you very much. So until next time, it just leaves me to say, please leave quietly. This is a residential area. Let me explain it. I had a plan and everything, and it's gone straight out the window.
Oh, you knew it was. You knew it would.
So we're going to have our pleasantries. Class this as our pleasantries now. Okay, guys? That's our pleasantries. Then we say go. We got 45 minutes on the clock. When the charming little jingle plays at the very end of that, that's when we stop, wrap things up, and move on to the next subject, which will be the next episode. So that's how it's going to plan. It may work. It may not work. And it's an experiment. It's, how they say, a shonky lab. So we shall see where we go anyway. So news for anyone that doesn't know or hasn't listened to the Black Dog yet. I had to break the news to the kids today about the cat.
Oh no.
I had to break the news. There were some tears.
No.
Mostly from me.
Oh, that's not good.
And from the kids and Amanda as well. So long story short, we got a cat who is 18-ish. We got him rescued, and we think he was around about 1.5, 2 years old when we picked him up. And he's about 18 now, which is pretty good for cat years, I think.
Yeah, very good.
I think that's pretty good. Yeah, he hasn't been run over by a bus or anything like that. So, good thumbs up as far as instead of leading out during the whole day. It's, we're going live now. So there we go.
It keeps everyone on their toes, keeps everything fresh.
Exactly. We get the people that are listening and watching.
Yes.
And ready to fall into action for us.
That's right. It saves you from having, I was going to give you a phobia, but I have no phobia at the moment. I can't find one. I was trying to find one of fear of shocks.
Oh, fear of shocks. Well, should we explain what we're actually doing today?
Yeah.
Today, I've got Mr. Lee Metcalf to talk about phobias. And later, we will be doing bikes. Now, we're changing things up a little bit around here because I'd like to get more of these shows out. And I'm struggling to get more of these shows out. I don't know why, but it's sometimes something in my brain says, no, not now. And it's causing me problems. So what I'm trying to do is change things up a little bit. Now, we're going to go for a set time limit on talking about these subjects. And we're going to have 45 minutes of talking about these subjects.
From now?
No, not from now. No, from when I say go. When I say go. Yeah. I will light the beacons.
Like the torches. Because the hormophobia is a fear of shock. There you go.
Oh, right, okay. Let's get into this in a minute. We heard one on the black dog a couple of times, didn't we?
Oh, Ben, yeah, he used to get involved. He used to jump up on the table and basically sit on the fucking microphone, little git. But black cat and the black dog. Yeah, but there you go. No, let's not talk about sad things and cats.
No, that's another episode, isn't it? Surely.
Sad things. There's definitely sad things. Things that make you man blub. Have you done man blub? Haven't you done a man blub episode?
No, we haven't. No, that was just on the black dog, wasn't it? Oh my god, I did Marley and me. Flipping hell.
You are history's greatest monster.
It turns out I am. Yeah. Wow.
Jesus. Yeah. Why do that? We've Robbo's jumping in on the old chat, and I think he's had enough of dead animals. He's jumping straight into cyclophobia, fear of bikes and bicycles.
Oh, excellent. That's next episode.
that could be the segue. Not that you would have a Segway, not because those are quite hard to ride, and I don't think they count as bikes.
No, but we all know the story about the owner or the bloke who designed the Segway, don't we?
Go on.
Oh no. Okay, right. I've got to get this correct. Oh, hang on.
Don't tell me the front of his bike fell off and he just sort of thought, "Hang on, I've got a plan," as he went straight over the cliff.
Oh no, I've just gone to the segment. They're not going to. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Shonky Lab. I'm Elton, and this week we are changing things up a little bit. Not as always, but as sometimes, and sometimes, yeah. When was the last time you was on? I don't know.
Last time I was on, I was talking about dodgy brothels. Talking about when we're talking about booze.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Okay, yeah. Well, last time, talking about dodgy brothels, I had Mr. Lee Metcalf as my guest producer, and he's here again today. Hurrah!
Hello,
mate. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I've got my tea.
Yep.
No dodgy brothel conversations tonight. Evening, Minty. I'm looking at the chat room. I'm seeing people talk.
Excellent. Yes.
Good.
People in the chat room, thank you very much for joining us. For people new to this show, what we do, we have a chat room running live. It's on mixler.com/Rogue2Media, and you can join in the chat room. You can listen live whenever we record these, and you'll find out when we're recording these either via the Twitter, or we have a Facebook group as well. So I normally stick it in there around about 2 minutes before I go live, because I'm useless like that as I'm concerned. But he's got a tumour, and he's not passing his water, and so he's on pills, and he's lost loads of weight, and it's just a bit of a downward spiral. He's an old man. He's the oldest dude in town. And so, it's come to that point. And so me and Amanda knew yesterday, and then we said, okay, right, we'll do it. We'll let them know today. And so we let them know today, and it was a case of, right, I need to do the dishwasher. I'm going to go do the dishwasher. And disappeared, did the dishwasher.
The sound of plates, just the same plate being washed over and over again in the dishwasher.
Yeah, that's right.
Crash.
These knives are really stubborn. They won't go in the same hole again and again.
Oh, no.
So everything's cool at the moment now. So, it'll happen, and we're expecting it to happen. Everyone's happy. Everyone's good. So, there's no problems at the moment, but it's just the circle of life. And so, we're going through that at the moment. So don't know when it's going to happen, but it's pretty soon. It's going to be pretty soon. So yeah, it blows and sucks at the same time, but
yes,
what can you do, eh?
There's not a lot you can do. I mean, I had two cats, and they got to the ripe old age of about sort of 15, and they kind of went in quick succession, one after the other, and that was quite tough. So